Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Abhay Srivastava Vlogs in a new video. And the last video that I posted was regarding my hair care routine. Of course, not my hair care routine, it is a hair care routine which can be like followed by any guys or any college men. If you have not watched that video, do watch it because it is a really good video. And coming to this video, so in that video itself, somebody commented that they would love to know some tips regarding the midterm examinations that are starting, or that would have started by now. So I thought, why now? Like, of course, I myself have been a student and I know how you can like rock your midterms. So in this video, basically, I am going to share some 10 to 12 tips with you guys how you can do really well in the midterm examinations. So, talking about the university examinations, we have two types. We have like two exams. One is the midterm and the second one is interim. Now the midterm one, we get multiple choice questions, which is the MCQs. And in interms, we get a mix of MCQs and subjective questions. But because of the pandemic, the examinations have been shifted to online platform. So it is also happening with the help of MCQs itself. So of course, I am going to share with you guys few tips how you can do well in those MCQs and you can score really well. But before that, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please consider subscribing. And also, press the bell notification to get updates of all the new videos that I keep posting. Also, if this video is helpful to you guys, then please like this video as well. And now, starting with the first tip. Now, the first tip is having a good knowledge of the subject matter. See, because the questions are MCQs in the midterm, so what will happen is that the questions are, we do not get questions like they will give us a topic and we have to explain that, or they will we do not get specific questions. And this is the problem in the MCQs, that for example, what happens in subjective questions is that even if we do not have a lot of idea about that question, we will write some lines. For example, there is a 10-mark question, so we will write something and we don't know, like if you have even the basic idea about that, we will write something and maybe we'll score some 6 to 7 marks out of 10. But what happens is MCQ is that if we go wrong, then we get 0 marks. Only if we hit the right option, then only we can secure the marks. So having a proper and very good knowledge of the subject matter is very important. So here, what I will suggest to you guys is that go thoroughly through the PPTs and your textbooks. And one more tip that here I will share with you guys is that please download the instruction plans or the syllabus from the university management system, and whatever the units that you have to study for the exam, do mark that unit. And for every unit in the instruction plan, the topics are given, like what topics are covered in that unit. So you take the topic one by one and you study about that, be it through the PPTs or the textbooks, or if you can simply search it on the web and you can study about those topics. So make sure you are very much updated and you are knowledgeable about those topics that are coming in examinations, because in MCQ they can ask anything and everything. Coming to the second point is that you need to regularly practice solving multiple choice questions. And of course, because sometimes in MCQ what happens is that we have a very good knowledge of the subject, but when the questions come in the form of MCQs, we often get confused within those options, because in some questions we will feel that all the options are correct, or in some questions we will feel that none of the options given are correct, or in some questions we do not feel like we have even idea of, you will feel like you have already covered the syllabus, but you are not able to relate from where this MCQ has come. So that is why the tip will be to keep practicing MCQs. Of course, you can you can contact the course instructor or your teacher and ask them to give them provide you guys the MCQs to solve for the to practice. And if he or you can simply ask him where you can find MCQs. So he will of course give you some links or some references he will suggest. And even if the teacher is not helping, then you can simply go to the web and you can type MCQ related to this topic and it will come. So do solve that, because it really helps in the examinations. Because in majority of the cases, what we see, the students who really practice MCQ, they will feel that in almost 80% of questions they get MCQs, they come from the questions that we're already solving on the net. So yes, so keep practicing MCQs is the second tip. The third tip that I will give to you guys is that first, read the entire questions. What happens is that normally what mistakes we as students make is that we go through some like we just read the starting of the question and we feel that, oh, we already know these questions. Oh, I think we already know the answer. And then without reading the full question, we straight away jump to the options what are given. And in this attempt, what happens is that sometimes we hit the wrong options because we have not gone through the full questions. So might be that the questions, the starting seems similar to us, but the questions can be different. So first go through the whole question and then go for the answer part. Fourth tip that I will give to you guys will be that answers the questions in your mind first. Like before you review the options that are given in the under those multiple choice questions, do answer the questions in your mind first, and it will like help you guys. It will help you guys to avoid clicking the wrong option. Now the fifth and very important point is that you need to read each and every options that are given before choosing the right option. For example, in some cases what happens is that we will read the questions and we think that, oh, this is the right option, and we like straight away click that. But in some questions, like there are you will get some questions in MCQs where you will feel that there are more than like some 2 to 3 options that they are fit for that question. And if you have not gone through all the options, then you will not be able to review and analyze which option is the best suitable answer. So this is why I will suggest you guys that before clicking the answer that is there, you need to first review all the options and then click the right answer according to you. It will help you then the likelihood of choosing the right answer will increase. The sixth tip is also very important, and it is to use the rule of elimination. Now, before clicking the answers of the given question, first tick away those first cross those options which you believe are 100% incorrect, and then suppose you are confused between 1 to 2 options, then you can use your mind or knowledge to review between those 2 options. And even if you are very sure that this is the correct option, then again I will suggest you guys first eliminate the wrong options according to you, and then the probability of hitting the right answer, right options will increase, and hence you can secure more marks. Now the seventh tip that I will share with you guys will be that answer the questions that you already know first. Now, suppose there are some easier questions which you are already very much aware. So go on and solve that, and leave the question that you do not know to tackle on later if the time is left. Now, what will happen through this process? That first thing is that you are saving time. The questions that you already know, you are all answering that first, and hence you are saving your time to juggle up with those questions that you don't know. And also, the second thing that is very much beneficial to this process is that while reviewing the easier questions, sometimes, for example, you have a question number 2 which you do not know, but while answering questions number 6 and 7, you will get you will suddenly the answer of question 2 will strike in your mind. And of course this situation is very much normal, and it happens while solving MCQs. So this is why I would suggest that answer the question that you already know first, and then in the end go for the question that you are tackling on. And again, now because the exams are now happening online, and in few of the examinations you cannot move to the previous questions. So in those questions, in those type of examination, this option will not be applicable. But in case it is an offline exam, or in case in that examination the option to go back to previous questions is provided, then please use this use this tip. Eighth option, which again is very much important while we are tackling with MCQs, is that paying attention to certain words. And those words are not, like, sometimes, always, never, antonym, synonym. So these are the words that you need to pay focus while reading the questions, because suppose you have solved an MCQ earlier while practicing, and that is question which of the following are always true. But in examinations, the questions the always word is replaced with never. So of course the answer will change in that case. And suppose if you're not paying focus to that verse, and you will not be able to relate, you will not be able to get that this is not the same question, and hence you will take the options that is true option for the question that has always in it. But so in this way you will strike or you will click the wrong option, and you will lose your marks. So please pay attention to these type of words. The ninth tip is to how to tackle questions that has options such as all of these or none of these. So suppose you have got questions and you are not aware of the right answer, but in those options you are sure that one of the answer is incorrect. So you will go for none of these. And if you are sure that even one of those given answers are correct, then you are not supposed to click none of this, and you will then you will have to juggle between a right option or all of these options. So so use these kind of tips and tricks to to solve MCQs. 10th option is that when there are seemingly 2 correct options in a given MCQ. Like suppose you have got an MCQ and there are options for like option 1 is there, option 2 is there, option 3 is there, and option D is all of these, and you are pretty sure that 2 of the options given are correct and you are not very sure about what like the third option. So you will like already 2 options are correct and 1 option is all of these. So in that case, of course, the option 4th will also be correct. So you can like straight away click all of these. I think this is pretty much it, how you can like rock your MCQs. And of course, the most important tip was the first one, which was having a great understanding, knowledge about the subject matter. Without that, you will not be able to solve MCQs. And of course, these are the tips. I think these tips and tricks have helped me to solve MCQs and to score better. And I'm sure if you follow these tips and tricks, you will also score very good. And with that, I think I have come to an end to this video. So before ending this video, I would first like to wish you all guys all the very best for your midterms, all for your any tests and examinations. Do well, score well, and God bless you all. And also this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. Hare Krishna. See you in my next video.